y'all, that's a track from Mother Superior, but a group that she's involved with, a duo, herself and
Child,
another MC.
well, let's just make it plain. So this is myself, and a child MC is the guy's name, and on this, when you get ready, if anybody wants to look for it, you're gonna look for Break Room, but it's not going to say Mother Superior. It's going to say Savannah Jones. So that's a little alter ego for you. So Savannah Jones, Child MC, Break Room. The song is called Hide.
What brought on why did you feel like, you know what, let me change it up and go into Savannah Jones?
Yeah, because Child MC is on some real musical shit. A lot of singing, rapping, soulful, whatever. And Savannah Jones is actually a character from the show Good Times. And remember, there was a pimp on Good Times, and Savannah Jones was his main girlfriend. So I just like it. I think Savannah Jones sound pretty cool. And that's one of my favorite shows that I used to watch when I was coming up as a youngster. So yeah, I went with Savannah Jones. I like it.
Okay, word. I didn't even remember that was a character in Good Times. I was thinking, I was like, man, maybe she picked Savannah because since she's living in Georgia,
No.
and I don't know if you were living in Savannah, Georgia, or what. So
No, I'm
okay,
I'm in the ATL, but yeah, the backstory is that that's a character from Good Times. So
so in that particular track, Hide, what I liked about your verse on it is that it touches on a juxtaposition, a duality that MCs like you and myself and just people that, did this when we were younger and now we're adults and we still get creatively, down with the music and we still produce stuff from now and then. And we find ourselves in these places. You have these a couple of lines where you mention like, you hear the other moms talking at the Starbucks, like, because they found out you rap or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Can
it's
you talk a little bit about that, about what inspired that exactly and where you were coming from?
well, the thing is that you know, I've always been Mother Superior, but at the time it was just one kid, and I was super young, so this one kid, Taj, who's my firstborn son, you know, it's my road dog. We're gonna go to the studio in Hialeah, son. Get that Nintendo and get your jacket. Let's roll. This guy knows me better than my older children know me because he's known me longer, right? But now it's like you're like the volleyball mom. You paying all this money for club volleyball, and you're traveling all over the place. And some of these moms are attorneys, and some of these moms are, whatever. So and then of course there's no need to put on, I'm not gonna be wearing a mask. I'm just gonna be fully myself, but just exposing just a part, not a full part. So you just kind of
Right.
feel the need to not give too much, and then somehow, some kind of way, they find out. And then the motherfuckers is like, what? Oh my God, you did that? And all that extra shit like that, So that was the inspiration behind it. It's just like you can never judge a book by its cover. And when I come out the gate with this real raw shit, you people kind of be living a little bit of a different kind of world than mine. And sometimes it can be a little bit heavy, but then also it also unlocks and answers a lot of questions that they may have had, but they would never say shit. You know what I'm saying? And now they're like, oh my God, that explains why when somebody says something crazy to her kid, this chick goes from 0 to 100 and be like, wait a minute, what the fuck you just said? And they're like, oh, it makes a lot of sense now. So, it's just that whole thing.
Word. I feel that. I feel that. But even as like a dad now and everything, and when I'm at my 9 to 5 and people find out like, oh, there's always that one guy who like, you get to a job Nobody knows jack shit. You're keeping it on the low. Because I used to be, when I was in my 20s and I worked a 9 to 5. I'll be like hitting everybody up like throughout the week. Look, yo, Friday I got a show. Friday I got a show. Come out to Transit Lounge. Promoting. But then as I got older, I was just like, man, I don't want nobody at work to fucking know. You
And
know what I
not
mean?
only that, them niggas at work ain't ready. They are not
They
ready because
they they're not.
guess
They're
what?
not.
They got listen, they about to see some shit that they gonna be like, what? Really? Like, oh my gosh, like they ain't ready. They ain't ready. I invite
Yeah,
their ass
they're
just
not.
for the shock factor. Be like, come on, I
Yeah.
want you to come out on Friday night. I'm gonna be doing a little something. And I think you should come. Motherfuckers be like, oh my God, really? I love you. Like, okay, okay.
Yeah, there's a select few that you can open up
Yeah,
to when you're working a 9 to 5.
yeah, it's true.
But then there's always that one person who like you haven't seen in 10 years, and then they all of a sudden you're working with them again, and
Yep.
they want to tell everybody in the company
Oh yeah,
what to
that
do.
is true because the minute that the good volleyball moms or the band moms, my son plays the trumpet and he's outstanding. But they find out, they're like, oh my God, did you know that AJ's mom? It's like, here's a video that we found from 1996. They're like, oh my gosh, look at Miss Sonia. It's like, Miss Sonia, what the fuck you talking about? But it definitely explains a lot of shit. When they see me go from 0 to 100, they're like, okay, it makes sense. You know.
She, she's a wrap.
Yeah, she is extra. She finna goddamn go crazy about them kids. Yes, they understand now.
All right, yo, let's see. I'm gonna keep it moving. Next two artists from down here in the crib. Let's go.
Let's go.